Welcome to the Hellmouth Hope, everybody's 5x5. This is Major Slayage, Ket Arik, Rewatch, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My name is Eric, and to my right, your left, my brilliant, hilarious, talented, sweaty, burning alive wife, Katrin Porter.
Yep.
I got completely distracted by
the upper lip sweat,
just by how
preponderance
hot
of sweat
everything is.
on my
I'm
face.
dressed as little as possible. I consider doing this show in the nude. You know her, of course, as half the powerhouse duo that is KIM KET STAY ALIVE. Maybe. We are also joined by a very special guest, the other half of the powerhouse duo that is KIM KET STAY ALIVE. Maybe. The brilliant, hilarious, talented, funny, probably considerably less sweaty Kim Burns. Welcome. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, episode 6 is the fourth one of these you're doing. That's so crazy. So Let me ask you this. Have you watched any Buffy at all since you did Band Candy with us 22 weeks ago?
No, zero.
Zero.
That's what's fun. So she's just coming in, so much has happened for her. I actually can't wait to be like, what do you need to know?
Yeah, let's start there. Did you have any questions about anything that was going on that you're like, what is any of this?
I think I wrote some questions as I was watching. I just was like, college ? And then I was like, but I don't know if that Veruca chick is in other episodes, but I was like, Veruca ? Bitch ? And that was just at the beginning.
Yep.
That was the very beginning. And then I answered my own question.
There you go. I'm actually very excited that you're on this one with me because I think in terms of Veruca, you and me.
I was like, this one was not fun. Everyone we've done so far has been the most fun episode. And then I was like, this is the saddest, worst episode. Why am I on this one now? That's why I'm representing my girl Willow right here when she was confident ghost self when she's like, yes. And I was like, yes, girl.
We have seen Veruca a couple of times. Oz and she passed in one episode and definitely sensed something about each other, but it was literally 3 seconds. Then Willow and he saw her band play last week, and they asked him to sit in and play with them. And so Willow started to get a little antsy. Now, I don't know if you remember that Willow and Xander cheated on their partners.
I was confused about that as well, meaning that Willow cheated on Oz with Xander.
Exactly.
And Xander cheated on Cordelia with Willow.
Yes. And Cordelia and Oz walked in on them in a bed, making out.
Yeah. And Oz forgave Willow, obviously. They've been very, very solid, especially since they went to college. And they get to basically kind of live together-ish. They've been great. And then this dumb bitch comes in.
Well, I think you'll be pleased to know that I'm joining you guys at the Cool Kids table. I finally see what you see about Veruca.
Thank you.
Based on what we have seen of her so far, she was in it so little, she didn't do much. But boy, I think you were applying her performance at the Bronze this week to last week, because this was hard to watch.
I know.
And terrible. And the music's bad. Is that her singing?
It's got... I don't know.
That music was straight up hot trash.
Hot trash. Well, let's get into it, and then we'll get there in it, because I have so many. Not only do I hate her, I have so many reasons and bullet points.
Well, we're going to get into all that. Before we do, we'll do a little bit of quick business. I'm stealing a page out of the KK Handbook. We're going to do business at the top, as opposed to waiting at the end when everyone's already checked out. We'd love your help. If you are enjoying this, please click that little like button, hit the little subscribe button, click the little thing that looks like a bell. I'm not entirely sure what it does, but just click it. Just start clicking stuff. You know what I mean? Anything you click, YouTube's going to be like, hey, this video is very clickable. So that's going to make them send it out to more people. Leave a comment below about anything we say or do that you agree with or disagree with. We just want your feedback. We'd love to hear your voices on this. If you got $5 burning a hole in your pocket, consider joining our Patreon. We do a watch along for every episode before we record these. Although, spoiler alert, because of our production schedule, we haven't actually recorded our watch along yet. So our watch along is actually going to be able to reference the episode versus the other way around.
It's just going to be me going, "You dumb bitch," every time Veruca's on screen.
And what else we do over there? We do a mini so-called Trivia Crypt, where we do a little deep dive into every episode, behind the scenes fun facts, production secrets. We find old promos, cast interviews, and then anything you guys share with us, we bring it up there as well. Katrin also does $5 tarot reads. It's different than your $5 subscription. It's a one-time purchase, $5. She'll do a customized tarot. In fact, we sold another one today.
Oh,
check
shit.
your email.
Okay.
Where she will let you choose the spread, ask whatever you want, choose the deck, and then she'll do a video for you, send it to you. You have it forever. And Kim, if you've ever gone out to a place that does like tarot reads, what do they usually cost? Like if you're at like a fair or a farmer's market.
I don't know, like $25 or something.
Yeah, sometimes even more. So $5 is a steal. Like $5, you cannot beat that.
Yeah.
Get one now before she realizes she's charging too little. And while you're checking stuff out, check out our other show, Kim Ket Stay Alive, maybe co-starring these two. Comes out every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts, on social media at KKSAM Podcast. I edit and produce that show. What do we have to look forward to coming out?
Well, we're about to release part 2 of In a Violent Nature.
That'll have already come out by the time this.
Okay. Then the
So
next
what's
one
the
is
next
where
one?
Kim tries to kill me with a bunch of crocodiles.
Ooh.
Crawl. She gets crocked and rocked.
I get crocked and rocked.
Gatored and potatoed.
Somehow that show is so much sillier than this one. So if you think this is fun, you should definitely check out that one because these two are bonkers.
It only gets crazier when I'm hot. So like this one, I'm going to be fully unhinged for this episode, and that's just how it's going to go.
You brought a spell this week, you said.
Well,
Let's have it.
I got a new herb book that I've been wanting for quite some time. It's an encyclopedia of magical herbs by Scott Cunningham. And, I just thought I'd share this one little herb because I think it would be useful to the Scoobs.
Kind of wolf deterrent.
Spoiler King. Spoiler King.
If I'm asking a question, if I'm a good guesser, that's not the same thing as being a spoiler.
Wolf's Bane. So it's also known as aconite, Cupid's car, Dumbledore's delight, leopard's bane, monk's hood, storm hat, Thor's hat, wolf's hat. Okay, so this particular herb will help us in 2 different ways against 2 different wolves. Wolf's bane is added to protection sachets, especially to guard against vampires and werewolves. So we could use it to repel that dumb bitch. And then it is also used to cure werewolves themselves. So we wear a little bit of wolfsbane to make Veruca go away. And then we give Oz a little bit of wolfsbane so that he's not a were-Oz anymore. Or an Ozwolf, if you will.
And then everything's fixed.
Right?
Everything's fixed.
Fixes everything.
So that's wolfsbane.
Buffy's barely in this episode, which is very strange.
Oh my God, that's right. She's not really.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
This is
Yeah.
Oz the werewolf slayer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shall we jump in?
Yeah, let's do it. Take it away.
Buffy's really getting back into the groove of beating up some vamps. She's been trying to acclimate to college, so she's been kind of putting the patrolling on the back burner. But now not only is she back to slaying, she's back to punning, which she needs a little bit more practice with.
You know very well you eat this late. You're gonna get heartburn.
Her quips to this vampire weren't great.
No.
I thought heartburn was fun.
No, we needed Kim's door slam sound.
You're gonna get heartburn.
Because it wasn't good. And even the vampire wasn't impressed,
To be fair, he had other things on his mind.
Sure. So as this is all happening, we see that she's being observed by Spike, who's having a real villainous monologue, and he's gonna get her, and then he's tased by somebody.
Yeah, so Spike was only in 1 episode last season, and he was in 1 episode this season that spilled over into an Angel crossover. So he showed up on Angel as well. As a first-time viewer, or as someone in Kim's position who hasn't seen it in a long time and maybe didn't see all of it, we don't know that Spike's destined to join the regular cast and be in every episode going forward. But I believe after this episode, he's in every episode for the rest of the show because he's been a kind of a pops in, pops out kind of guy up until that point.
Oh, interesting.
And we don't know who tased him. We don't know what these fucking taser boys are yet.
We have seen some military guys creeping around, but they're literally just walk across in the back of a scene. We haven't really gotten to focus on them yet.
So then we get a cute scene at the Bronze, and they're talking about that they still hang out at the Bronze because it's like a comfy blankie of a club, even though they're in college, which is very cute because Xander works at a pub on the campus now. Xander's not in college, by the way.
Oh, And so is college in the same town? Like it's
Yeah,
just
they're
in
in
college. Okay.
Yeah, they all
UC
went to Towson
Sunnydale.
University.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If I was the Slayer, because I grew up in Sunnydale, then we all went to Towson University, UC Sunnydale together.
And so Xander didn't go to college?
Didn't even apply. He was going to go on a Jack Kerouac road trip. His car broke down in Oxnard, and he had to wash dishes at a male strip club until he could afford to fix his car to come home.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not an Eric joke?
No. And
No.
he hinted that he had to fill in one night, but he would there's no price that he will ever accept to tell the story of that night. But he did do one night of male stripping.
I would
That's
also
canon.
say
That's in the show.
He's having a tough time, it sounds like.
he's having a really tough time. I would also say like he's done some emotional growth since you last hung out with him. Which I feel was very apparent in this episode. Eric and I suspect that it may be because he had to deal with being objectified and disrespected as a male stripper, and it really gave him some perspective.
He's been very easy to root for this season. He's
Yeah.
been very supportive. You see a lot of traps where past seasons Xander would have gone real toxic, real aggro,
Yeah.
and he doesn't do any of that. He's
Nope.
he's super jealous of the college gang because they're experiencing something that he's not, but he doesn't make it their problem.
Yeah.
He's working with it. He's also dating Anya, former vengeance demon, who is inexplicably obsessed with him. But she's not in this episode, so you didn't get any of that. So he's got a little bit of a kooky girlfriend thing happening. He lives at home with his parents, and they make him pay rent.
Yeah. And that's why he's in the basement sleeping on a pullout. Okay. Giles then shows up. So Giles does not have a job as a watcher anymore, Kim. He was let go from the council. So he's just a man of leisure
Why? Why would they ever let Giles go?
because he defended Buffy.
Isn't that his job?
No, basically the council was sort of like, you need to do this procedure to your Slayer. And Giles was like, I don't agree with that. That's immoral.
Well, he did it, and then he thought bad about it. Basically, he gave her drugs to strip her of her powers for a trial, and she's supposed to get locked in a house with a vampire with no superpowers to see if she can use her cunning to survive. And so he hypnotizes her, he shoots her with this drug, and then he instantly felt bad about it and told the council, don't ever ask me to do anything like that again. And they're like, well, we set Faith another watcher, so he'll just be both of their watchers and you can fuck off.
Yeah.
Basically what happened.
So now he just lives in UC Sunnydale as a man of leisure, but like still the Scooby's father figure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, wow. That was a real witch hunt that they were doing there where it's like, yeah, put her in this house with no powers. If she survives, then
Yes,
like
that's
then she doesn't need
exactly-
more, then she's
Yeah.
a slayer. But if she doesn't, then
Then she wasn't a Slayer,
she
but she's
wasn't a
dead.
slayer.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
We
was.
almost think that it's designed to kill the Slayers by the time when they turn 18 because younger people are easier to manipulate. Like once she comes into her own and she's been in the Slayer game a few years, she can't be told what to do as well, which is kind of where she's at. She's kind of rogue. She's independent. She's a freelance Slayer now.
Yeah. So that's kind of why they're a little weirded out when Giles shows up at the Bronze, because he's definitely like, I'm bored. I'm going to go hang out with the kids. But we also know that like Ripper was cool as shit. And that's kind of what
Right.
Oz defends him. He's like, I think actually Giles kind of knows what's up, which he does. Also, I have to tell you something really upsetting, Kim. I'm really sorry. Can you prepare yourself?
I don't know. I can't. This was a very hard episode.
Giles in this episode is our age right now.
No. No, that's not true.
Maybe a couple years older, but like he's basically our age.
No, he's not.
We had this same experience with
No.
Ethan Rain, who had been in one of the episodes you watched with us. And I was like, oh, this is like a good looking older man. He was 4 years younger than I was at the time I was making that comment.
So like,
Yeah. Giles is also our father figure, so he can't be our same age. That would be weird.
I know, but he is like, he'd be like, hang it. Like we'd be like, hey, want to come over for a beer? Peer? Yeah.
This is like one of those,
peer
if
beer?
they remade Back to the Future today, Marty would go back to 1996.
I'm sorry. Okay, that was the last terrible thing I had to tell you, but I just had to get it out. So, Veruco singing. She's terrible.
And
She's terrible.
She's almost doing a parody of what she did in the last episode. This sort of all this shit.
Well, she was doing that all episode. I was wondering
Yes.
what the deal was.
I was like, what's up with your neck, bitch? She's just like a writhing little snake.
I think she's trying to play I have a wolf in me at all times.
She was playing something.
Yeah.
You know what else she was playing?
Yeah.
She was playing Dollar Store Faith.
Yes.
She's trying to be that edgy. We need a little Faith energy.
Well, she's a pick-me girl.
And she's
She's a total fucking pick-me girl where she's like, I'm going to be exactly what boys want, but also I'm going to talk down about girls who want attention from boys. She does it later. She's such a bitch.
But also all the boys were like, because it wasn't just Oz. Xander and Giles were both
I
like,
know. And Giles was like, oh, she's so charismatic. I was, shut the fuck up.
This is where I feel like the music really undercuts. So we got the same thing that happened last episode too, where this is clearly all electronic music, all synthesizer, and yet we've got a guitar player on stage strumming away, but there's no sound of guitar in these songs.
Mad about that guitar.
It's so dumb.
I did notice it this time for sure, though.
But also the songs are bad. It reminded me of when there was that show Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, Aaron Sorkin, like behind the scenes of SNL with Matthew Perry. The premise is that Matthew Perry is this genius comedy writer. And this show brings him back, and it's like this big deal. But whenever they would show comedy sketches on that show, they were always dog shit. They were comedy sketches written by a very important dramatic movie writer. They should have hired sketch comedians to write the sketches.
Yeah.
If this song had been a banger and the audience is sucked in as well, this would have been a lot. Because the whole time we're going, this song sucks and she looks weird. And like, none of us are seduced by her. I think the show should have made us want her and then feel dirty about it. That would have been a much
I feel dirty.
But I mean, we're repelled by her instantly. Yeah. We're obviously on Team Willow, but if they could have tempted us and then we have to check ourselves, go, oh wait, but no, I don't like her, I like Willow. Like, I feel like that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah. So anyway, we're stuck with this pitchy Muppet ass dumb bitch, and we luckily cut to the next morning where Willow and Oz are sleeping together. It was very sweet. This whole scene was very, please look at my body, look at the wetness of my body and hair. This is unreal. And so they're having like a very sweet little, like, Willow's talking in her sleep, but then she's kind of faking it and says something about the Geminis going to the raspberry hats or something like that. Very, very cute.
It was very schmoopy.
It was very schmoopy.
It reminds me of you. Like, you get that kind of weird, playful, kooky thing going sometimes.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute of me. They're going to have some morning sex, but then she has to go to class. They don't have she overslept, blah, blah, blah. So they're going to do it tonight. And Oz is like, I'm a wolf tonight. And she's like, I'm going to go check out this Wiccan group with some crystal bitches. So ships passing in the night. It was really cute. At one point, she's like, I don't know if I'm going to go to this Wicca group. And he's like, no, you should go. Show him how it's done. So she's like, are you sure? Can you lock yourself in tonight? And he's like, no big deal. Totally fine. Then we cut to Professor Walsh. So this is Buffy's Psych 101 teacher. She's kind of a bitch. Like, she's kind of a power hungry, like, you know those teachers, Kim, who like refuse to acknowledge that you took other classes?
Yes.
This should be like your only priority.
The most important thing that's happening in your life. Yes.
Yeah, here's 4 hours of reading for this one class.
That was pretty common as a theater major. Every theater teacher was like, this is the most important thing that you'll do ever. And we're like, we're rolling around on tennis balls on the floor. It's great, but no, it's not the most important thing I've ever done. Professor Walsh is like, good job on your paper. I want you to lead a discussion. Willow is delightfully jealous of Buffy. I love how proud Willow is of Buffy. Like, it reminds me of like how proud Kim is of me when I like figure out the tip.
Look at her go. My girl's all grown up.
So but if you're ever with me or with Kim, we're the ones figuring the tip. So do you just have to come back and tell her about it afterwards?
Sometimes I just want to challenge myself.
Okay.
Oz has to run into Veruca, and Veruca does this thing where she just like looks at him, doesn't say anything. She's like, what does she say? Says something about like the chair's not going to sit on itself or something stupid like that. I don't know what it is, but it was something as dumb as that. And it was so ridiculous.
I I mean, chairs just literally do sit themselves. That's just their only job. They really do sit themselves.
They sit themselves. That's all they do.
They're sitting there before you get there, and they're going to be sitting there after you leave.
Yeah. So he's like, my girlfriend's coming. And she's like, there's room. And then Oz comments on like the fact that she's eating a full burger. And she's like, I hate chicks who are like, does it have dressing on it?
Yeah.
It's those fucking bitches are such little assholes. Like they're so like they think that I can't go on a rant about this. They think that they're above other women because they pretend like they don't care about the attention from men when they are the ones who care the most and put down other women for having insecurities.
And they base their entire personality on not being what they perceive other people are.
And they definitely have 0 girlfriends.
Yes.
Like one of the boys.
Yes. You're going to love my superlatives. So Willow then sees them sitting together and Willow has to walk up by herself. This is where I was like, oh, I wish Willow had her Kim. Like this would have been so much easier to walk up to this table. But she joins them. Oh, this hurt my soul. And they're like talking about music stuff. And she's like, I like Elvis. And he's like, oh, we're actually talking about amps. She's like, okay. It was so awkward.
But I've seen that look on your face when I talk about gear.
Yes, but also like you're not talking about gear with someone that I know you want to fuck. And like, so I can just be like, this is boring and leave.
Yeah. It also would have been helpful if Willow was wearing a different outfit.
I know. And she's been doing better with outfits lately.
All of my worst dress nominees were Willow.
Oh,
every single one. I was like, wow.
No. Yeah. It was.
Then by the end of the episode, I felt bad. I was like, oh gosh.
Well, I think there's something visual happening there.
Yeah.
Because you've pointed out that Willow's been dressing like Oz, a lot of ringer tees, stuff like that.
This was one of her worst episodes.
She's
in a while,
feeling distant from him, and she's not dressing like him.
She's not dressing like him.
Yeah,
but she does do a very specific outfit choice, which I know is one of the outfits that Kim didn't like, but it was so specific and so sad because she thought it was doing something and it wasn't doing what she thought it was doing.
Oh,
no.
So Oz is like,
so bad.
I have to go. And I was like, please don't leave Willow here. Please don't leave. Well, he left Willow here. Okay. So then Veruca and Willow are just looking at each other awkwardly. Veruca gives her one of those dumb little smiles. And then she's like, you know what? I should go too. And then she's like, good shirt. Did you catch
and
that?
I was like, yes, I caught it because I hated that shirt from the second I saw it back in the last scene.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the full-length jean skirt that it was paired with, I was like, no, what are you doing, Willow? And then Veruca said that, and then I was like, no, gosh. I felt like I got stabbed, but rightfully so.
You lived long enough to become the villain. You were taking Veruca's side against our darling Willow.
It's terrible.
I know, and I hated it.
But Kim would have never commented on it. Like, I've worn things that Kim wasn't a fan of before, and she usually just true. Like, and she usually is just kind of like, "Do you want to wear that? Is that what you want to do?" You know,
unless it's a backwards baseball cap with ramen hair.
Eric doesn't even know what that is yet. You'll see when you get there. You can listen to our episode. You can listen to part 2 of In a Violent Nature. And
comes out tomorrow as we record this. It'll have already been out by the time this is released.
Yeah. So now Buffy comes up and Willow is just like, kill me, possibly? Can you just unalive me, please? Mm-hmm. Buffy tries to reassure her, be like, Oz isn't the type to stray. Which he's not. And I still would even stand by the fact that he's not the type to stray.
Yeah, there's magical mitigating circumstances here that have to be factored in. And he, to date, has no control or memory over what happens to him when he's in wolf form. There was an episode last season where he actually ate a guy, he ate a bad guy. And the next day he was talking about how full he was.
Has he always been a werewolf, or he became one since we've known him?
No, he got turned in season 2.
Yes, but as far as we've always known him, we've never known him to he's always been a vampire since he's been a werewolf since he's been on the show.
I don't think that's true. I think he talks about having gotten bit during the course of the show.
Okay.
In that episode where Larry comes out. Yeah, he basically he's got a little cousin that bit him on the finger, and then he starts having werewolf stuff. And so he calls his aunt and he's like, "Hey, whatever his name was, Chucky bit me. Like anything weird going on over there?" And he's like,
Charlie.
Ow! Charlie, that really hurt.
He did get like bit during the course of the show.
Wow.
We now cut to him locking himself up in a crypt cage. Lucky they found this like
Abandoned crypt
with a cage in it. I mean, goodness. Because
what was the original purpose of that cage, do you think?
I couldn't tell you. Werewolves. Why not? Werewolves. He locks himself in, but then we see that like immediately Oswolf busts the fucking door off the hinges.
So normally if Willow didn't have her Wicca thing, she would have been there. And then I'm like, would he have just bust through then and eaten her?
It could
Generally, whoever watches him has a
trank
trank gun. So
Oh.
so if he gets a little too jittery, they can put him down.
So I
for a
don't
nap.
think he would have
I
even
see.
gotten that far. Like I think he would have
see.
banged up against it
Okay.
a couple
Used to
times.
be the library cage, like where the important books are in the school library, but they're not in high school anymore.
Yes.
So they had to find a new location.
Now Professor Walsh is walking around campus and she's being chased by Oswolf. Oh shit, there's another one who looks insane. I would be so upset if I got turned into a werewolf and I look like that mess with like the fucking bleach blonde dye job and the bad straight ironed hair. Like Jesus Christ.
Yes.
She looked like a goddamn idiot.
She's given Abominable Snowman in like a Edgar Winter wig.
What
Like-
a dumb idiot. Like, honestly, if I turned into a werewolf and looked like that, that would have been one of the times where Kim would have been like, are you going to wear that?
You're going to wear that? Do you want to get a little silent, maybe?
Yeah. Let's
It's-
go see Anna. Let's see if Anna will just give you a little bit of a trip in
It's
werewolf.
so strange because the Oswolf already looks nuts. It does, like, and even Professor Wall says, it looks more like an ape than a wolf.
Yeah.
When Oz first turns, he's regular snout wolf, and then the second time we see Oz, he looks more like this, and they never reference it that he's got a new design.
You changed, man.
I think they just wanted him to have more
Emotion.
yeah,
yeah.
facial.
Because the other one just looked like a rubber mask. Like it didn't move. It just kind of sat there.
The wolves instead disregard Professor Walsh and decide to go at each other.
Now, can I spoilerish
That's all you do.
comment?
Yes. Uh-huh.
I can leave. We know who Professor Walsh is.
Mhm.
She's, spoilers, Kim, because I know you're going to go rush home and watch the rest of these. She's in charge of the military guys.
Mom, don't listen.
I actually do vaguely have some weird recollection of that and the TA guy.
It's strange to me that she doesn't have any kind of like high-tech anti-wolf weapon on her. It's some kind of...
Oh, I don't think she rarely has stuff on her. She's a professor. She has her soldier boys dealing with it. She expects her soldier boys to like handle all of this. Like she shouldn't even be touched by this. That's very much her whole thing. I don't think she's like defending herself or carrying shit at all.
I think
she
I think
should
it's
be.
a bad plan. Yeah. She's about got munched by wolves.
So morning time, sweet little Oz wakes up naked in the woods and there's dumb Veruca behind him.
Spooning him.
Spooning him. What a dumb bitch.
They have
What a
scratches all over.
And she's like, you've known what I am since the first time you saw me.
She is. Why is she doing it? She's
Is there
not
something
a snake.
wong with your neck? God, what a
She's a
loser.
wolf.
She's a wolf. What is
I've
her?
never seen a wolf act like that.
Yeah. She's what a fucking loser. What a dumb dumb. So now we cut to them stealing clothes from the laundry room.
She's in no hurry to put anything on.
No. And she's just like, you have a cage? Oh my God, you're so domesticated. Which is also so pick me girl. This is so coded for like, oh, your girlfriend doesn't let you go out. We're just friends. Oh my God. Like planting those poisonous seeds. God, I hate her so much. He's like, it's my choice to be domesticated. And she's the one who's like, you know, we're not just a wolf 3 days out of the month. We're a wolf all the time. Then she wants to do it on the disgusting laundry room floor. Can you imagine having sex on the laundry room floor of a college dorm?
Well, I don't know why you're assuming they would have to go to the floor. There's a table there.
Because she literally does a little toe move on the ground to be like, right here, big boy. Right on this ground.
They could have climbed into a dryer. I don't know. There's all kind of options.
I would like her to climb into a dryer.
I mean, they did just do it like on the ground mere hours ago, so
they probably got ants up their buttholes.
I would rather do it on the forest ground than the floor of a freshman dorm laundry room. It's covered in spooge.
Why would it be covered in spooge unless other people are doing it on the floor? Sounds like everyone's doing it on the floor of the laundry room.
Everyone's doing it on the floor of the laundry room.
Seems like the place to do it.
I was more thinking about all the boys' underwear that falls to the ground and there's spooge on it.
I don't know. I used to take all of our laundry to the laundromat all the time. My clothes never touched the floor. They come in a basket and then they go in a machine and they go in another machine and they go right back in the basket. I never put my laundry on the floor.
I would have fallen to the ground. Okay, so she's like, all right, see you tonight. Because also werewolf lore in this world, the full moon is 3 nights. So it's like, so now we have Professor Walsh talking to Riley, being like, yo, there was some like ape wolves out. We got to do something about this. Buffy overhears and is like, attacked by wild ape dog wolves? Uh-oh.
Now, this scene was a little wonky for me only in that they're like, did you have a question? She's like, oh, no, just saying howdy. That's the worst excuse to put a character into a conversation to learn new information. They already set up that she needs to meet with the TA to lead this classroom discussion. She should have gone in to see Riley to discuss whatever this group class discussion is. Professor Walsh comes in without seeing Buffy, starts talking about wolves. And she's like,
you know
what? Wolves? Like, I just feel like there's ways to tighten this up. And
I'm going to say something right now.
Roll tape.
Granted, you're right. I agree.
Cut that out.
That's going to be my ringtone.
Now we cut to Oz looking at a newspaper. Oh, looking to see if anyone's dead by wolf.
If he killed anybody last night. Which I also thought was so funny to be like, oh gosh, pre-internet, you have to look at the actual newspaper to be like, what did I do last night?
Who did I kill? I miss newspapers. We should get the newspaper.
Flip to the wolf section.
Yeah. Then Willow comes in. I have a feeling I know how you felt about this outfit. And I had feelings.
Oh, is this when she's trying to be cool?
Yeah.
It's really, it wasn't the worst one that I saw all episodes. I was already so downtrodden with with everything she wore.
Yeah.
She was wearing leather pants and then a very frilly, poofy shirt. She was wearing a puffy shirt.
She was wearing a pirate puffy shirt that was purple. Purple pirate puffy shirt
with some green leather pants.
Yeah.
She's trying to dress like a rocker chick.
Exactly.
She's trying to be what she thinks Oz
That's
wants.
why
I didn't pick up on it.
That's why it's that much more heartbreaking to Kim and
Yes.
I. And also the last time we saw her wearing leather pants was when it was her doppelganger as a vampire. So
we've also had a Willow from Another Dimension who's a vampire show up a couple times.
Yeah, she was attempting to be a cool rocker girl.
Yeah. So Kim and I were sad.
Stop, you're hurting me.
You're hurting me.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. And then he rejects her. I mean, I think there's multiple reasons that he rejects her. It's the guilt. It's the visible scratches all over his body.
Yes.
It's the not being able to get it up when you're feeling guilty. It was terrible. But instead, he's just like, I didn't get any sleep. And she's like, okay, bye. Like, so terrible. This scene was hard. This was tough. I didn't like it. Now we cut to Giles's house and he's watching a game show, babe. He was watching a British game show. Did you recognize it?
I didn't.
Oh,
I just know he's like Dennis Reynolds, like talking shit to the people on the program.
Dumb bitch.
And I just wrote, my God, he's so handsome. He fucking opens that door and the light is on. And my God, he is so fucking handsome. That dude that's exactly our age that we are right now.
No. No.
So
he's desperate for something to do.
he really is.
He's
so
rudderless
bored.
right now.
He's so bored. So Buffy tells him about what Professor Walsh said about the dog. So he's like, great, I have something to do. Willow comes to Xander's basement and she's like, is it normal for my boyfriend to not want to have sex with me? This is where I was like, Xander, you are really growing into yourself. Really growing into yourself. I was so impressed with how he handled this.
I thought he was just going to be like, absolutely, that's horrible.
Yeah, I've never not wanted.
Yeah, exactly. I've never had that issue. I've never turned anyone down. Yeah, I thought he was gonna say that. I forget exactly what he said.
Yeah.
He basically is like, you're feeling weird. He can probably sense that you're feeling weird, which makes him feel weird, but you're not telling him any of it. So maybe talk and.
Yeah.
Oh,
you guys can
yeah.
get it
He
all
was
out.
like, you should have a conversation with him. You should talk to him.
Right.
That is the part that I thought was really great. I was like,
Really
yes.
great.
You
Yeah,
should have
it
a
was
conversation with him.
It was
Even
lovely.
though he sucks and Veruca sucks and I'm gonna shoot them all.
Kim and I want to eat Veruca ourselves. I want to sprinkle her with some Old Bay, kebab her up. Right up.
You don't
the
even
poop
eat
chute.
meat.
Has he ever heard the show before? I don't eat animals. I would gladly eat people.
Yeah, but she's a dog.
Only three days out of the
Not
month.
according to her.
So I'm not going to eat her when
She's
she's
all
a werewolf.
dog all the time.
When she's a person, yum, 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 past the Old Bay, right up the butt, kebab. Willow also says make love. I really don't like that phrase. I hate it. Buffy comes into Oz's cage crypt while he's, fixing the hinges on the door. And wow, Oz straight up lies. Well, I don't think we've ever seen Oz lie. Like, he's like, don't know anything about a dog, don't know anything about a second dog. And then Buffy's like, well, you might have a roomie in there tonight. And he's like, oh no, boner, oh God, oh no. It was terrible. But truly, we've never seen him lie.
Yeah, it's upsetting. He's in uncharted waters.
Yeah, this is the most emotional we've ever seen Oz, and it's
also because it's not him. Like, it's literally Jekyll and Hyde, and Mr. Hyde's out doing stuff that he would never sign off on, but doing it in his body.
Right.
In that sense, he doesn't consent to this.
Oh, interesting.
Like, he would never choose to do this.
Wow, that brings up an interesting conversation about consent and who, because also Veruca seems to be much more aware of what's happening.
Yeah, she says that
she's a wolf.
She's been at it longer, and she's like, "Oh, I was like that at the beginning too." She keeps giving him those.
Yeah,
basically, she wants to be his Mr. Miyagi and show him the way of the wolf.
Ugh. Now we go to a montage where Veruca is rehearsing, and I was just so pitchy.
This went on for far too long.
Yes.
Why was it so long? It was half the episode. Why are you still singing?
And did you notice she sings like a Muppet, where she doesn't
articulate.
She just kind of ba ba.
I said kind of like a fish eating food after the surface of the fish bowl.
God, I hate her.
And for a show that has a reputation of having so much great fucking music on it,
yeah,
and there's whole playlists of everything that was played at the Bronze, these songs are terrible.
Yeah. You know what I worry about? Because we sometimes think about interviewing actors that were on the show, and the ones would be sort of the bit characters. I was concerned that we would have access to the chick who played Veruca, and I wouldn't be able. I'd be like, so why were you? Did you sing that badly, or did they have you lip sync to someone singing badly? And what was with being a snake wolf? And why won't you articulate your mouth? Why are you so bad at your job? Is what I would ask. How do you think that interview would go?
I think you might be rocking that one solo.
Now it's sundown, and he's in his crypt cage, and fucking Veruca comes in. And so Oz is trying to be I don't want you to kill more people, but he's saying it with a boner, with a wolf boner.
I don't think he has a boner.
I don't think he means to have a boner. That's the problem. He doesn't want.
Pheromone.
He's stop it.
No, he
doesn't want it, but he has a boner. And it's a guilty boner.
Because also he is both saying, oh, I don't want you to kill other people, but also I'm trying to protect you because I know that Buffy's out there trying, or, you know, like you might get hurt out there because people are out there hunting you.
I hated that.
Yeah.
I was like, don't protect her, protect everybody else.
Well, I think that's ultimately what he's doing. He doesn't want her to kill people.
Yeah.
Guilty boner has got no rhythm.
He does have a guilty boner. So, but then they immediately start making out, and it's like very not Sarah McLachlan making love.
No, this is monkey. This is the monkey variety.
Yeah.
I hated it. And then
they
see, like,
hold hands and their hands change. So they are humans, and then mid-bone, they turn into wolves.
Out. Yeah, it's rough. And then Willow comes in the next morning with breakfast. This was the worst. I didn't want to be here for this.
I hated it. I hate this episode. Why did you make this be my episode?
I know.
Why was this number 6? I'm sure every other episode is fun, and this one was sad.
We should have petitioned to switch episode 5 and 6, and like we would. Oh, it wouldn't work, but yeah, because episode 5 they were like very together.
It was very silly. It was Buffy drank poison beer and turned into a cave woman. It was awful.
Kim would have loved that one. She would have loved it. She just walks around campus like a cave person going, want beer.
Buffy, want beer.
Stupid. No.
Kim and I would have been able to relate. And she's not even like Oz or whatever. Like they don't even wake up. She just stands there and then like drops the fucking Happy Meal.
Mm-hmm. It was the weight of her stare rouses them from their slumber.
Yeah, and this fucking bitch. Oz at least like immediately puts pants on. This fucking bitch is just like getting up all naked, walking over, just butt out. God, I hate her so much. So she does. We know girls like this that are oh God, I hate her so much.
Don't hold back.
Poor Oz is like, I didn't have a choice, and Willow is like, you very did. Like you could have told me at any point.
This was his fuck up because this was the thing they took Buffy to task for at the end of season 2 and into season 3 is she doesn't tell people what she's going through. It doesn't get back up. And then things get out of hand.
Also, like, there were so many opportunities. Even when they, like, you know, kind of pass in the night, you know, where, like, nothing happens. We just, like, see her. Like, he could have been like, hey, I had this weird, like, feeling about this girl that I passed on campus. Like, that.
I don't know. I don't blame him for that because that literally lasted 3 seconds. Like, you might just go.
Interesting. So what you're saying is like if you had that feeling about some girl that you passed, you wouldn't tell me.
If I had a confusing feeling that didn't make any sense and it was over as soon as it started, I probably wouldn't bother to mention it.
Interesting. Okay.
But I definitely think that once, I mean, I guess they're not in cell phone land for this. So it's once he's locked in a cage, there's no way to be like, oh, I got the other wolf. Someone please watch us with a gun.
Yeah, but like she said, she was like, someone else could have been here. Like, you didn't need to be alone with her. Like, there's just, there were so many things he could have done. Different choices could have been made.
Buffy straight up says, like, I might have to go get that wolf. He could have been like, yeah, so if you get her and you bring her in here, you're going to have to stay here to make sure I don't fuck her. If you could just be on anti-fuck duty.
Yeah, just get a hose ready. Spray us down when we start acting crazy.
He really fucked up. And then Veruca. Oh, this bitch. Oh, this bitch.
Oh, that goddamn bitch. Oh, that goddamn bitch.
She's like, well, girl's got a point. I was like, I appreciate you agreeing with me, but also shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear from you. Put some clothes on.
Correct.
She doesn't even get dressed. She just puts a jacket on over her naked self.
What a stupid bitch. And her tattoos are the worst.
Well, one of them is dog just bone.
Dog. She's got a dog bone between her shoulder blades.
I watched it on my phone.
She's got a fucking dog bone between her shoulder blades and like a Looney Tunes dog bone. Like not even like an anatomically correct one. Like it's just like bone, bone. Like
a logo for dog treats.
Yes.
Dog bone.
Yes. And then she's got like other tattoos, she's got like a feather right here. I was like, okay. God. Kim, when I saw that dog bone, I was like, Kim clocked that. I can feel that Kim's going to know what I'm talking about.
I did.
Imagine if they had cast someone
who was good
and directed someone who was sympathetic. Like, she's so kind of arch and repulsive. Imagine if she was similar with making the music good. If she could be drawing us in, if she could have played this for sympathy, if this could have been like, hey, I don't want to do this either, but this is what we are, and the options are not good. And you know, I've known some wolves that allowed themselves to be domesticated, and it like messed them up mentally. And like, well, you have to be who you are. Like, made a compelling. Like you always said, what made the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame so compelling was that Thanos kind of made sense in a way. Like we're still rooting against him, but when he explains where he's coming from, you kind of go, well, God, it's hard to argue with that logic.
Yeah, it was kind of like, am I Team Thanos?
So I just feel like if we could have made her truly seductive and seduce the audience, and make us feel, because it's just so kind of, she's so kind of sneering and like
sniveling and slimy and slithery.
But imagine she's vulnerable, and imagine the initiative soldiers are hunting her, and Oz has to like intervene to save her, and she's I don't want
to give her
I don't want to feel sympathy for her. I
fucking
hate her.
Bitch.
Fuck this bitch.
I hate this version of
dumb little bitch.
She's a dumb bitch.
I'm just saying, I think it could have been compelling if they'd made her sympathetic and likable, and we constantly had to remind ourselves that, like, no, we don't like her. Like,
Kim and I don't need to be compelled.
No. Team Willow. Fuck this bitch.
So then we have a terrible conversation between regular Oz, and Willow also points out, she's like, it wasn't just the wolf in you. You had feelings when you were a person, when you were a human as well. And you wanted her in an animal way more than you wanted me. And then she runs out.
He never confirmed that. She's going on a leap. She's not going to listen to anything. I mean,
Kim,
she just found you asleep in a cage naked with this chick. She's not going to listen to reason right now.
Kim, I have a question. I have a quick question. Did Oz confirm that?
Yes. We saw the way he was looking at her while she was singing, as you said, very horribly.
Yeah.
And yet he was still like,
yeah.
And then when he had to sit down at the table with her and was like, can I have the seat? And what about amps? Yeah, that was all human Oz. And even making the decision to not tell anyone and to call her in, all of that was done as human Oz. So,
yep. Should we throw Eric in the garbage today?
I'm sorry, Eric, but
we have to throw you in the trash can. Willow runs out, and then she was walking around town. She almost gets hit by a car, and I got very scared because Buffy was way too far away, but luckily Riley was there to save her. And he was like, whatever it is, it's not worth hurting yourself. And I did. So I don't think she was intentionally trying to walk out in front of a car, but I do think she was like, if a car comes.
Totally. I understand.
Yeah, I do too. You're not actively trying to kill yourself, but you're not actively not trying to kill yourself. Killing yourself happens. That's where Willow was. Back in their room, and Buffy's fully caught up. She's got to find Veruca before sundown.
I did appreciate this. They didn't put us tell us stuff we already know. We just jumped in at the end of the conversation, which I thought was good.
I really felt for Buffy in this, where you can where your friend is like so fucked up that like you almost wish that they were like sobbing or freaking out or whatever, but she's just like, I'm fine.
She's doing the Buffy move where she goes catatonic.
Yeah. And we've never really seen that happen to Willow. It was really sad. Yeah, this whole thing made me feel like I love Willow, but like in general, knowing that I was like going to be doing this episode with you, Kim, it made me like hurt a lot.
I know. I was so sad.
Like for whatever reason, like you were in like the Willow character and I was the Buffy character. And I was just like, well, now I got to kill everybody.
And this is awkward because now she's got to do this. And the only means she has of tracking Veruca down is to use Oz and his capacity as a member of the Scoobies. Like they still have to be teammates on this mission, even though she has a lot of feelings about the way all of this has gone down. Like I said, I think the legitimate gripe is you didn't tell
us
the rest of us what you were going through. And now we're here.
So she's going to use Oz to follow Veruca's scent, basically. And Buffy has my favorite line in this.
Mine too.
Oh, we'll see if we picked the
Yeah,
same line.
I bet you we did.
So yet another example of how Willow never had a healthy relationship to magic. At no point did Willow have a healthy relationship to magic. We were talking about like where Willow's journey with magic goes in season 6 and how like watching it right now, even though we've both watched it so many times, watching it like this, where
when
we're
you're
like,
analytically and you're watching it every week and kind of tracking the developments.
Her addiction like did not come out of nowhere. This is not the first time she's demonstrated like an unhealthy relationship with magic. It's been going on like literally since season
2, probably.
Yeah. And her immediate go-to is like, and the spell she's doing is fucked.
Yeah.
Like the words she's saying.
Yeah, I was like, so is she just like, I was like, is she trying to hurt both of them?
Yes.
Like, I was like, what's she trying to do to them? Like, this is very intense, but also, I get it, girl.
I get it too. But yeah, it was dark. Like she was like, I never want them to feel love again. Like them, not just her, like them.
Well, it's because the advice was put the blame where it belongs. Like, don't beat yourself up. So she's like, all right, well, I'm going to go beat them up then.
Yeah, magically.
Yeah, I don't blame what she's doing. I'm just saying the pattern has been set.
It's not good, but I understand it.
Yeah. Buffy and Oz is hunting Veruca, and we see that Veruca either intentionally threw them off the scent. She intentionally threw them off the scent. She left her pile of clothes there.
Yes.
And so then Oz is like, fuck, she's going to go kill Willow.
Okay, so just the mechanics of this. Did she bring laundry with her and drop it?
Yeah.
Did she take off the clothes she was wearing so they would have the most scent and then change into other
Yeah.
clothes?
Yeah.
And wouldn't then the smell of her also lead them wherever the fuck she went after?
Not if she fucking like worked out and took a dump in her own clothes and then left them. That's what she did, actually. She took a dump in her pile of clothes. That's how disgusting she is.
She did. I bet she did. That's exactly what she did.
She took her clothes off.
I was just like, oh, she's mid poop. We'll get her before she's even pinched it off.
Yeah.
I'm about to find her.
Yeah, here's a big dump in my blouse.
Just like a pie on a windowsill in a cartoon.
Yeah.
The smell going. And Oz is just being led
That's
by
the
his
kind-
nose toward Veruca's poop.
That's the kind of girl she is. She's a girl who takes her clothes off and takes a poop in them.
That dumb dog bone bitch.
That's canon now. How did Oz track Veruca when she left her clothes? Well, she took a big dump in them. She pooped. No, I don't even think. I think she pooped her pants accidentally, and then she was like, "This. I'll turn an embarrassing."
And
moment.
she justifies it by being like, I'm a wild animal. I can't be
but
tamed.
I poop in my pants all
I'm
the
not
time.
domesticated.
She's like, werewolf shark too.
Yeah. Tries to make it cool.
Everybody sharts.
Everybody sharts. Yeah. Okay, Veruca. Yeah. Everybody poops their pants. Okay. I'm so hot. Back in the abandoned science lab where we just have beakers and Bunsen burners and things for
Nobody's in there.
She's doing a spell on Oz. But then when she like looks at a picture of Oz, and he does look so sweet. And she can't go through with it. And everything drops to the ground. And then Veruca comes in. She's like, for a second there, I thought you had some balls on you or whatever the fuck she says. And then she like locks the door and she starts.
This scene, she was especially snaky the whole time. What are you doing?
So stupid. And you know what I thought about? Remember in our movement classes where we would have to be like, from where does our character walk?
Lead.
Right?
Yeah. What body part do they lead with?
I feel like if we had been cast, if Veruca was in our class and she was like, I'm a werewolf, and then she did these movements, Tommy would be like, I'm going to stop you right there. In what way is this how a werewolf would lead their body? It's not.
Yeah, you're giving salamander. Like,
Yes,
it's a snake.
It's a salamander.
So not only does Veruca poop her pants, she also failed Kim and my movement class in college. She failed. Got an F. F for fart. Sun's going down. Buffy then is like, like following Oz Oz is following.
I want to call Veruca on some bullshit that it just occurred to me.
Please.
I'm listening.
She tells Oz, "You're always the wolf."
Sure.
But she's such a coward. She has to wait till she turns to kill Willow. She won't kill her in her human form.
What a dumb
She doesn't even believe her own bullshit.
Dumb dog bone.
This dumb bitch.
If we named our episodes, like you guys do, the tale of this dumb dog bone bitch.
You're so right. What a coward. What a fucking coward. Buffy is in pursuit, but there's also a soldier boy in pursuit. They bump into each other. So now Oz is kind of like way ahead. Buffy is held up. And so she hits Willow. Oz comes in and then tries to be like, she's the reason you're living in a cage. So now they half wolfed out.
Oz has the Civil War sideburns.
Yeah. And he attacks her. So now this was kind of neat, where they were like half wolf and then they like rolled into wolves. And Oz fucking takes this bitch's throat out. I loved it.
It seemed like maybe this is the first time he had some control, or there was some like connectivity between Hugh and Oz, because he says, "Oh yeah, we're wolves. We kill," like right before he starts to change. So he's like, "Yeah, I can't wait to turn into a wolf so that I can fucking kill you."
Yeah.
And then he follows through on that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so
That's
kind
a
of
good description that he kept a tether to
it's
himself.
like you want to, like lucid dreaming. You want to like focus your thoughts before you fall asleep, so you can bring whatever you were dreaming or whatever you're thinking about into the dream with you.
That's such an interesting take, because it suggests that like he's had access to a tether all along, but he's so ashamed of being a wolf that he would actually be like, and I'm out.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be here for this.
So I think she was right in a way, in that you are always a werewolf.
Do you hear him defending her?
No, I'm just saying, like, she happened to be right about it. If Veruca said the sky was blue, I wasn't going to instantly disagree with her just because she's Veruca. Like, that's crazy.
I would.
I would too.
I'd be like, the sky isn't actually a color. It's the reflection from the ozone layer. You dumb bitch. You dumb dog bone bitch. So, anyway.
So, yeah, he eats her throat.
But then he does try to attack Willow. So,
Tether is still a work in progress.
Now we're doing a debrief with Biles, and Buffy is filling Giles in on Oz and the soldier guy. So she's like, there's something else funky going on in Sunnydale. Buffy is now really kind of asking advice, being like, this is horrible watching Willow go through this. And sweet Giles is like, well, you felt this way before yourself and you got through it. And I thought that was really sweet.
Wise words from our peer dad.
Our peer dad. Oh.
Coming this fall to CBS, Dad Buddy.
Dad Buddy. Willow shows up at Oz's room. I didn't love Oz's choices here either, because if Willow hadn't come in, was he just gonna bail without saying goodbye? Sure looks like it. I mean, he's packing. Like, it's not like he's like, I'm going to leave. And I think
hard to say. I mean, he might have stopped
by
by her place on the way out of town, but I get the feeling like he feels tremendous shame.
Yeah, and he says, I don't know where the line is anymore.
Yeah.
And
then the very last episode, they went to a haunted house on Halloween, or no, 2 episodes ago, and there's a demon that was making all their fears reality, and his was that he can't control when he changes. So he's like, he's in that Civil War sideburns for like a third of the episode, trying not to fully change, just like in a bathroom trying to meditate to not change.
Yeah, so this was definitely like a culmination of something. He's basically like, I need to, figure out where that line is, and I can't be around people until I figure that out. So he's going to go be a hermit somewhere, I guess. Mm-hmm. And Willow is like, did you ever love me? And he says, my whole life, I've never loved anything else. And he leaves Willow crying.
Like, the behind the scenes of this is that, he was just unfulfilled. He spent most of season 3 sitting around being furniture and having like, yeah, good idea, Buffy. It has like one line in the whole episode. And so he was just like, this schedule was blocking him out from taking film roles because he had to commit to a shoot.
Oh, so he, the actor, wanted to leave.
Wanted off the show.
Yeah. And again, watching this analytically, when you're just watching it in passing, you're like, oh my God, Oz is such a big character. Like, how could he not be satisfied with this role. Like, what a cool character. He's got so many every line he says is a banger. When you actually watch it, he literally spends like 2 seasons sitting and will have like one line every 3 episodes. And it's always a banger, and he always delivers it like nobody else could deliver it. But I do get it that it's like where's he can't get work for an entire season of television while he's filming it.
I think he comes back 1 or 2 more times as like a guest spot, but he's basically off the show from this point.
I thought they were gonna get back together. Oh gosh.
No, Willow meets the love of her life in a few episodes.
Mom, don't listen.
UC Sunnydale Yearbook Committee meeting now in session. We'll go to our guest first. Kim, who'd you have for best dressed?
I gotta say, this one was a really tough one. I actually
thought that.
I was struggled so hard. I was like, I guess I'll go with Buffy in the green tube top and bandana. But she was wearing that leopard print bag. I did like the leopard print bag. So that was.
I picked Buffy's head handkerchief as well.
I picked that too.
Oh yeah, it was like the only slight option.
Respectable.
Even I was like, wow, I hate everyone's outfit. Always.
Yeah, and you know me, I love a headscarf.
That's
you do.
why I picked this. It reminded me of you.
I love a headscarf.
Kim, you've hinted that you have some thoughts here. Who'd you have for worst dressed? Lay it on us. Take your time. Let it out.
Just all Willow. This is the one I wrote the most, and it's just Willow. Every time I saw her, I wrote a new Willow outfit. I felt bad. Willow pink sweater that was kind of see-through, kind of fuzzy.
That one was the most acceptable one to me.
Yes, and that's just because it was at the beginning, so I was just kind of like trying to notate ones, so I just kept going, and then they just kept happening, and I was like, oh no. There's obviously the leather pants and flowy shirt. Actually, though, at the bronze, Xander's jacket seemed to have inner ruffles. Did anyone else catch that?
Oh dear, I
did
didn't,
not.
and I'm so glad I didn't.
Inside ruffle situation happening, and I couldn't tell if it was like the shirt underneath or the edges of the jacket. It was up there for me. But then Willow wore that shirt. That was
the good shirt.
The good shirt that I just wrote like paint ? Like I was like, I don't even know how to describe this shirt. Like, what is this shirt? And then,
what is it?
When she walked over with that maxi jean skirt.
You were so upset.
Connected to that shirt and some colorful sneakers.
Bad.
I was so upset, and then fucking Veruca said something about it, and I had to be on Veruca's side.
I know
Which
that must
was
have been
even more infuriating. So that's all. I can't talk about it anymore. That's all I have to say.
That's
How about you, worst dressed?
Too upsetting.
Veruca's tattoos, her dumb dog bone, dumb tattoo. So
Dumb
worst
dog
dress was
bone, bitch.
So worst dress was Veruca naked.
I went with. I've got a tie. Veruca's first onstage outfit with the red shirt and the red lipstick and the JGF hair that was sprayed. Like, what was that hair?
It's terrible.
Yeah.
And then Wolf Ruka, where Ruka.
Yeah.
That was.
She had like
fully
chunky
unhinged.
Highlights. She had like chunky Kelly
was.
Clarkson.
And why
highlights.
does Veruca have a pixie bob, and then her wolf self has Cher hair from the 70s?
It's terrible.
It's
so
strange.
embarrassing.
Kim, what'd you have for best line?
I shouldn't be around you. Or anybody.
Well, that could be a problem. Because people kind of a planetary epidemic.
Yeah. Truer words never been spoken.
And we do feel like an epidemic. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? Best line?
Now might be a good time for your trademark stoicism.
Same thing. Yep.
Pick the same one.
That was a great one.
And then worst line, Kim, who'd you have?
Just all of the beginning puns, but especially.
You're thinking what? A little helpless co-ed before bed?
Same lines. I wrote Buffy puns. They felt forced, and the vamp agrees with us. If we asked the vamp what the worst lines were, he would agree with us as well.
I went a different route with it. I'm actually piling on Veruca.
Oh,
I
great.
thought
We love
her laundry room speech.
Soon you just start to feel sorry for everybody else. Because they don't know what it's like to be as alive as we are. As free.
Shut up.
They're trying to get me to join your cult. Calm down.
Yeah.
And then I also had a dishonorable mention. Buffy saying, nope, just saying howdy. It's like, write a better justification to put your character in that situation. And then what'd you have for best move?
Ironically, just the same moment, but when she was like,
You know very well you eat this late. You're gonna get heartburn. Get it? Heartburn?
I did as a move that I did kind of like it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Basically, all of her puns, I was like, best line or worst line? Best line or worst line?
That's kind of the beauty of her puns.
Yeah, kind of depends on like what mood you're in at the moment that you hear it.
How about you?
I didn't have a best move. I was too angry at Oz. I only had a worst move, which was letting Veruca in and not telling anyone about it.
Fair. Mine's going to be controversial. Only because it was so freaking weird, and then my imagination extended the scene beyond what was shown. Oz and Veruca holding hands, starting to get it on, and then changing into wolves mid-coitus. I just thought it was very weird and strange and kind of interesting.
And like, does the penis change in some way while it's like inside?
Yes, you get the little red lipstick dog dick. Like,
I don't know. Ketrin, tell us about wolf penises.
They weren't in my. Well, if it's anything like a dog penis, it does look like a little red lipstick.
Yeah, you're the animal penis expert that I have.
I am the animal penis. I am the animal.
Please write in, leave a comment if you've got animal penis questions.
I know them all. I know about animal vaginas as well.
And how wasn't there? Was it ducks or somebody where it's like
ducks
corkscrew?
The vagina corkscrews one way and the penis corkscrews a different way, and to consent to mating,
they uncorkscrew their vagina.
The woman duck will unfold her vagina.
That's science. That's correct.
Wild.
Yeah.
This is what I know from being married to a animal penis expert. Kim, what'd you have for most likely?
Most likely to get shot forever with a silver bullets by me, Veruca, that fucking dumb dog bone bitch.
Toot toot. You're really gonna like mine.
Let's have it.
Most likely to say she just gets along better with guys than she does with girls. I just don't really have any girlfriends. Veruca.
I chose to use my most likely to emphasize the positive. I feel like we've done enough bashing. Most likely to emerge from isolation, having recorded a once-in-a-generation 3-album box set masterpiece about love, loss, and transformation called The Full Moon Sessions, Oz.
Aw.
What a great way to end. I would definitely listen to that.
Right?
That would very much be my kind of music.
I hope it comes with an apology in it to Willow, because although
Album 2 is all apology songs.
Bashing Veruca, it's not just her, okay? I know there was some wolfiness in it, but there were bad decisions made. It's just,
Takes two to tango.
Yeah, Oz really fucked up. Really fucked up. All right.
Well, thanks, Kim, so much for hanging out with us. Again, you can catch her and Ketrin on Kim Ket Stay Alive maybe every Wednesday at KK Sam Podcast. This show's on social media at Major Slayage Pod. Anything you want to say to the people before we go?
Thank you. See you next 6.
Yeah, see you next 6.
All right, well, I think that's all we got. Until next time, dust you later.